And welcome back. Recently, we've heard President Obama say that he wants to make going through the first 2 years of college as seamless as finishing high school. But there's a problem with that. Somebody has to pay for this. And we'll talk about all that and so much more with our guest tonight, Callan Diggs. Thank you for joining us, Callan.
Thank you, Jakari, for having me.
Okay, now you have a book here, Reaching the Finish Line, and it's my understanding that the book is coming out very soon. So tell us when the book is going to be released, where people can find it, and also what encouraged you to write the book.
Absolutely. So the book right now is available in an ebook format. The official date for the paperback is May 5th this year. What inspired me to write the book, Jakari, is I've helped 2,000 people reach the finish line in their careers since the Great Recession. And a lot of people came from different situations. Some people lack the college degree or they lack the high school diploma. Or some people, they graduated out of college, but they want to change the degree, but they didn't want to go back to school for it. So I wrote the book as a bridge to help people have direction, get them out of complacency, and help them reach the finish line.
Right. And you're a young guy yourself. You're what, 28?
I am.
You're
yes.
the same age as me. So
yeah.
You get career advice from somebody who's actually in the field. And that's something I want to talk to you about. Okay. So I'll tell you a little bit about my experience. I was working, or I was going to school in Oklahoma. I was about 16 hours away from my degree. And then, I sent some stuff into InfoWars, and Alex actually gives me a job. That was my experience, but that doesn't happen for everybody. with the research you've done, what percentage of people actually get that dream job coming straight out of college?
Well, it's quite interesting, Jakari, because 3/4 of Americans are not happy in their jobs. So that's 75% of the people that are stuck in their jobs. Perhaps they got to just do it to take care of their family, or they got to do it just to get by. So that's not typical. However, there are some strategies, and we will talk about today, how people can reach the finish line, depending on where they're coming from. Again, some people don't have a high school diploma, maybe because, for a single mom, she got pregnant and now she has to take care of her kid. Another person, they may not have a college degree because they can't afford it, or they just don't want to do it anymore. So there are situations that we could talk about.
So let's talk with that last one you're talking about. They don't have the finances, or they can't get the scholarships. What would you recommend to somebody?
Absolutely. So there's several different programs. So for example, there's race-based programs. So for example, there's African-American scholarships or Hispanic scholarships that a person can apply for. There's also scholarships that's provided if you come from a certain income bracket. So if you're a lower income bracket, that can be provided for you. Minnesota has some programs like that. Oklahoma, state that you're from, actually has something called the Oklahoma Promise Program, which allows some free tuition for freshmen and sophomores who's getting started there.
Right. And we hear all this talk about college graduates make X number of dollars more than somebody who doesn't graduate. Have you found that to be true?
That's a good question, Jakari, because I get that a lot. And the fact of the matter is, if it's a specialized career, there's no doubt that a college graduate is going to make more money. However, when we talk about non-specialized careers, let's talk about the arts major. Okay. So the arts major is people like photography, theater, music. Well, the average starting salary for an art major is $30,000 a year. Now, that's not a whole lot when you consider that most of these college graduates are going to have a lot of student loan debt. And they probably be spending decades and decades to pay that off. And then this is where a high school dropout or a college dropout can actually make more than these people who have degrees in arts. Nothing wrong with arts, but it's probably not the best bet, if you want to invest hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars for college.
And I find that a lot, because I'll see people who didn't go to college, or they just went to community college and they have a very small amount of debt. Versus my friends, they may have went to the big state school and they spent that big state money, and maybe they make more money on the job. But the person who didn't go to college or just has a high school diploma, they don't have a whole lot of debt.